too drunk. We said this is too fun. We can never go back to that. I miss the nights when I could feel young, thinking I was so strong. Now my light is faded like an old tag. Someone tell me this is not the best we're gonna get, 'cause I can't keep on living life with nothing but regret. This life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. When you do not wake up, you'll finally know peace. When you do not wake up, you'll finally know peace. This life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another stream. We got a little something unusual going today. I am on this microphone for now, but I plan to switch up to my lav mic once it's charged. I just forgot to charge them, so bear with me for a bit. We'll be rocking this microphone here, so my audio might not be the best at the start, but it will improve. Hello, failed robots. I think you can. I hope so. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna take these headphones off for one. But I found this fucking thing in the dumpster. I shit you not. Okay. Me and my girlfriend were coming home, right? And, okay, yeah, you can hear me all right. So me and my girlfriend were coming home, right? And as you do, you know, we were like, oh, let's go say hi to the cute kitty. So we get out of our car and start walking over to the cat. And in the corner of my eye, I see something in the dumpster bay of where we live. I said, that's a keyboard. So curiosity takes a hold of me and I walk over. And I'm like, what's this keyboard doing here? See it. Holy AX. Says to myself, my God, it's the Juno clone. I did like a very basic wipe down. This fucker was dirty. Okay, I did not want to bring this into my house. I can't hear you. Yeah, the mic situation's gonna suck for a bit until my lab gets going. But can hear you now. Yeah. I just have to lean into the mic like this. It is what it is till I get the lav charged up, unfortunately. But yeah. That's the thing. Can I? No, okay. Yeah, so let's see if we can take it all good. Okay. But yeah, let's see if we can get this thing apart. I need to get the cover off.
This side not as bad. There it is in all its glory. The inside. Yes, step one successful. She is open. That little blue wire has me thinking this might have been modified at some point. I was reading up on this. There was a mod I saw mentioned last night when I was looking stuff up that involved running a wire like that. Okay, so the good news is I'm not seeing any obvious signs of like shorts, so maybe the electronics are good, but this definitely needs a good clean in the least. I need to figure out how to get the top board out from the enclosure. The garbage truck just arrived. Think about the fact that if I didn't rescue this thing when I did, it'd just be going to the dump right now. This is a whole ass vintage synth, bro. This screw is stuck. So here's my thinking. Oh, oh, it would be crying. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna use a little ISO on the inside so I don't mess up the paint, and hopefully that'll get some of the rust out and loosen it. That's kind of the hope, I guess. So it looks like to remove the power cable and stuff, I'd have to desolder it. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna avoid that specific spot on the case and kind of pull it away and give it a wipe down with just a very lightly damp cloth because this case isn't that dirty, the top part at least. So I think that's gonna be the move, and then we're gonna get to the electronics. Well, actually, we're gonna go over to the sink and we're gonna clean the other parts of the case. Then we'll get to the electronics. And after that, we'll see how I feel about the keys because that's gonna be a chore. Screw- Hello, check, check, check. Let's check. Hello, hello. Check. Hello, check. Monitor, check. Hello, hello, check. Oh, that's not. Check. Hello, check, check. That's not books. Yeah. Hello, check, check. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, check, check. There we go. Okay. How's this sounding? Nice. Okay, good. Advanced audio properties. Monitor. Hello. Yeah. Check. Check, check, check. 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 Hello. All right, let's go with that. Okay. Let's carry on now, shall we? Woo. Okay. So I'm gonna get in here and dust off these boards because holy shit, they are dirty. And then, yeah, just get like the bulk of the dust out and then go through with the ISO and do a final pass. Okay, so all these buttons actually work. These were seized up when they were in the case, so I think it was really just as simple as like dirt blocking them from, depressing and activating their triggers. I think just this clean will probably make a pretty big difference for this synth. It's definitely going to still have a ways to go. First of all, there's some screws missing. I noted when I first started taking this apart. Luckily, it's only the bottom of the case that's missing them, so it's not a lot of screws, and they're not like hyper critical. So I can kind of just get to that when I get to it. But they do need to be replaced. Also, some of these keys are pretty messed up, so I'll probably want to replace those eventually. Jeez. Man, there's just like so much dust in every little nook and cranny here. Holy. What happened to you, synthesizer? Who neglected you? It doesn't matter. You're gonna get good care now. I'll treat you right, don't you worry. We're gonna make lots of music together. Let me use my phone so I can see chat. I haven't been looking at chat like at all. Been just absorbed in this. Wait, where is the? There's like a special mode for viewing stream, right? Is it in the dashboard? Yeah, stream manager. There we go. Okay, cool. It's kind of like a little mini broom, isn't it? You got the fan on just to help you stay cool. Oh, that's a great idea. It's hot as fuck in here. Much better. And some water. Yeah, water's not a bad idea. I'm almost done with the dusting for this board, so let me finish that and then I'll grab some water. Because it's hot. I'm working up a sweat. I don't, so far, I don't see anything that looks like a for sure short or like an obvious electrical issue, which is very encouraging. I think it's a very real chance that this was just dirty as fuck. Redeemed hydrate. I got you. One sec. Where did I put that sucker? There it is. Stay hydrated, folks. Cheers. Okay. So this board has been lightly dusted. Now, I think it needs some ISO maybe. I don't know, honestly. Dusting it made a big difference. There's still some grime on it. It might be worth hitting it with some ISO. Maybe we'll Q-tip it, you know, not go crazy. Just a little bit of ISO, you know? I'm mostly just focusing on getting all the contact areas because I don't know if I'm gonna get this thing truly clean. You know, it's been caked in so much dirt. I don't know if we're gonna get it like, yeah, proper clean. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how clean we can get it. But damn, it's a bit dirty. I think my biggest concern at this point is that some of this dust is structural, so to speak. You know. Let's see here. All right, so let's get up in there. All these nice and clean. I don't know those lyrics. It's kind of a shame because dude making some hella catchy music. I always got it stuck in my head, but I don't know any of the words. So American coded. I've been thinking about the this blue wire because I remember someone mentioning that in the thread I was reading as part of one of the mods. I think it was the MIDI upgrade mod that was trying to remember. I don't think any of these mods get made anymore except for the DT200, which technically isn't a mod. It's like it's its own like clone of the programmer that goes with this. But I saw a mod, and I think it was the MIDI upgrade mod that involved running a wire to a IC. You replace one of the ICs on the board, and you had to run a wire to it. And that was basically the mod. A very simple reversible mod, but it improves the MIDI capabilities and just kind of modernizes it. Um, and if that's the case, this is like an incredibly clutch find because that means that it actually doesn't need the programmer to load new presets then. You can just do it through your computer, which would be incredible. I don't know how something like this gets thrown away, especially especially if it really turns out that all this needed was just a good clean. Could you imagine? But we'll have to see. I probably won't boot it up today because I want to make sure it like fully dries, you know. But we're gonna clean it and then maybe tomorrow fire this bad boy up, see what it can do. Because I'm optimistic that a good clean will at least restore most of its functionality. Oh, the Q-tip broke. Okay. Um. So that would be awesome. But yeah, it's just gonna take some patience, some TLC. It's gonna be so worth it though. Oh man, if I get this thing run, if when I get this thing running, it is gonna be glorious. These are moving so much easier now already, just with a little bit of cleaning. It's it's amazing that like someone would have such a nice synthesizer and just throw it out. Like I've said this so many times since I found this thing, but I just can't wrap my head around that. They must have it good, you know, to be able to just toss this away. So good for them. And you know what? Their loss is my gain. But damn, must be nice to have it like that. People just be throwing away really nice shit. I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe I'm just too broke. I ain't moving like that, you know? But yeah, I'm excited. I think once we finish this restoration, obviously we're gonna have to make like a little EP or something with this, because like what what else am I gonna do with it, right? Like this poor thing ain't been making music. It's probably hurting to make some. Gotta give it what it wants, you know? But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week. As you can tell, I'm definitely having a good week. But yeah, I hope that like all is well for you. I hope that you have your own good fortune, and you know maybe this can rub off on you a bit, because I think that everyone deserves a lucky break once in a while. Dopamine monster. Dopamine monster. That's how you know I'm such a fucking weeb too. I don't know any of the fucking Spanish lyrics, but I know the goddamn Japanese ones. So bad. Okay. Need a couple more Q-tips, but we're almost done with this. Well, at least this one board of like 3. Yeah. And then I'm not sure what to do with the PSU because I'm not trying to get zapped. You know what I mean? And I'm very much a novice when it comes to electronics, so that might be a little above my pay grade for the moment. All right. I genuinely can't believe how dirty this thing is either. This must have been sitting out for a minute or something, because I don't know how you get like this couldn't have just been sitting out for like a day to get this dirty. This thing has been neglected for a long time. I have a suspicion that this has probably never been opened up and cleaned, honestly. Let alone, you know, the fact that it was sitting by the dumpster. So it probably hasn't had the most love. But if a clean gets the sucker working, I mean, that just speaks to the engineering of this bad boy. Because it has been through hell. I've cleaned the same section so many times. I keep losing my spot because I'm using the Q-tips and they're really small. You know, I was originally going to get 99 ISO, but I'm kind of glad that I ended up having to get 91 because they just, no one carries 99%, I feel like. But I think I'm actually really appreciating the slightly slower evaporation time. I think it's coming in clutch a bit, you know? Gives me just enough time to get things clean and nice looking, but not so much that it takes ages to dry and all that, you know? Want this going smooth. You hear? There's so many little ICs on here. Are these 555s actually? Let's see. No, these are something else. entirely. Interesting. I'm not familiar with these. Like I said, I'm very much a novice when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, I am not your reference for this information. Okay, that's one board clean. Fuck. It's the second biggest board, so I have that going for me. But damn, that was a beast. Okay. There we go. Let's go get this little small board over here, where the I/O for the MIDI is. Oh my god. How does this get so dirty? This is bananas. Yes, bananas. This shit is bananas. I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is dirty as hell, man. It's kind of amazing how just like neglecting something like this and just letting the dirt pile up can make it stop working. I'm really, really curious to see how functional this is after a good clean. If it works like fully, y'all, I'm gonna be so geeked. But we gotta be patient. Trust the process. Okay. Well, that was an easy one. Small little board, you know. Not too much to clean on it. Okay. So this board is clean. Let me get these two little bits here. Because these are attached to this board. Let's see, actually. Let's pull you back here. Okay, so we got this board, we got these bits, and then we got this main board here. I might get my blower into the PSU, but I don't wanna do too much with that, because that's a little more risky, you know? And I'm not trying to get zapped. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, let's get these. Okay. Yeah. That bunny on that bunny on It's so nasty. Damn, I already been working on this for 2 hours? That was fast. That was real fast. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, I've been seeing, as I look into it, a lot of people really love this synth. So I'm excited to get it running, see all it has to offer. Because, yeah, it seems like it's kind of only recently been getting its flowers, which is honestly wild time. Again, like, the synth is like starting to pop off. People are really recognizing this. Someone's like, you know what? I'm going to throw mine in the garbage. Life's crazy, yo. Okay. Get this board over here. Oh. Oh, I forgot to dust this one first, but that's okay. It'll still get clean. It's just going to use a little more Q-tips than I wanted to, which is whatever. But let's not forget to dust the big one, because that would be a lot of Q-tips. Whew. Oh, don't want the dust in there. Trying to get in between all these cracks here. Clean this up nice. Okay. This is so dusty. It's honestly hard to believe how dusty it is. Like, you see it and you're like, oh, okay, it's a little bit. I'll just wipe it off real quick. And then you see it just accumulate on the Q-tip. It's like, oh my God. It like makes little dust bunnies every time. Damn, bro. How'd you get so dirty? Okay. Now we gotta get the fronts. The foot. Okay. Oh, and the bottom. Damn, okay. Okay, starting to get somewhere. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's starting to, look a little clean. Not like a disaster. Oh man, I got dirty fast. There we go. Yes. Be clean, my pretty. Okay. I'm gonna need a fresh Q-tip to get inside these, because you know these fucking quarter-inch jacks are gonna be dirty as shit inside. Let's see. Honestly, not as bad as I was expecting. Okay. That's promising. Good God, what is this? There's like this sticky shit on it. Wonder if that might be the issue. I almost wonder if maybe they spilled something in it on it, you know? Because I haven't seen any like real any shorts or anything until this is the first time I've seen anything that like looks like it might be a cause of a problem, you know? Hard to say. Let's see. It's sticky as hell though. It's almost like it's got like dab on it, you know what I mean? Like weed wax, but tell you what, this ain't been in my possession long enough to get that. It comes right off with the ISO, but I don't know what it is. It's got like that brownish gold color. It genuinely kind of looks like dab. Like somehow someone got like dabs in there in the synthesizer. And it's just making a mess. It's sticky. It's grody. It seems like a problem. LOL. Oh, it is really sticky. Like, what the fuck? How did this get like this? Damn. I really want to know what this is. It is all over the bottom of this board. Okay. Yeah, ew. Whatever the skunk is, it has got to go. It cannot remain here. There's a lot of it, though. It's all over this damn thing. It's sticky. Like, sticky as fuck. Part of me wonders, like, maybe it's like factory glue that like melted and moved around or something. I really don't know. Man, whatever it is, it's great. It's great. It's real great. All right. I really am just like, I'm dying to know what this thing has been through, because it's got this weird sticky shit in it. It's dusty and dirty as all fuck. But the electronics seem okay. I don't know. I really want to know what this little machine has seen, because I feel like it's seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? You've heard of if walls could talk, well, if synths could talk, this one would have some stories to tell, I think. Wonder if it's ever been played at a live show, you know? Stuff like that. I'm curious. What was this used for? Someone at some point had to love this thing. I mean, it's existed since '83, right? So just because the last owner left it in a dumpster doesn't mean it was always that way. I'm curious. Watch this turn out to like have been like some famous person's synthesizer. That'd be bonkers. I'm sure this would be a lot easier if I had the right tools. But, you know, we make do with what we got. I didn't exactly plan to be restoring a synthesizer. I just found one that needed it. So, we make do. Alright, that's feeling not sticky. Oh, this is a little sticky here still. If this were mine, multiply, if it was up to me, I wouldn't get these nobodies. Alright, that looks good. Alright, that was harder to clean up than I expected. Man. Alright, I need to clean the other parts of the case real quick. So let's take a little walk to the kitchen. then I'll get to the last motherboard. And I think the keys may need to wait till tomorrow. We'll see. All right. If this were my... Yeah. All right. Oh, what the hell? Well, I found one of the missing screws. How do I even get this out? That fucker is stuck in there. How did you get in there? There we go. Plus one screw. Okay. What the hell? Nice. Yeah. Getting this all clean. All right. Soap. Okay, this is going to need to dry for a while. These can sit here for now. Let's go back to the synth. We got one more. We got one more thing to clean for that, and then yeah, I'll wash my hands too. Well, I think I'm back in the dirt, so we'll wait a minute, I guess. I don't know what this screw goes for, so I'm gonna stick it with its own pile, I guess. One moment. Let me just organize a bit. Okay. He's gotta go. Ooh, my bad. All right, let's get back over here. Oops. Okay. I think I'll be able to get back into the keys without needing to fully disassemble everything. I think I can, like, without opening up to the boards and everything. So I think we'll save the keys for another day. We'll see though. This is turning into quite the project already, just cleaning it. Like, it's not even done being cleaned because I gotta get the keys. So we'll see. We'll see how far I get into this. All right. So now we got this main board here to clean. Let me dust this just a smidge, you know? There's a lot of crud in here. Get like the big stuff at least, you know? Okay. I think that's fine for now. Now let's get to this. Is this missing a component? I don't know if you can see it from where you are, but these pins here look like they should have something on them, kind of like this. But they're just bare pins. Interesting. I guess I'll need to dig into the good old schematic here. This right here, I know this is the battery. This is a common point of failure. So once everything is fully dried out and clean, that might be our first thing to check. That is if things still aren't working. Who knows? This might be all it needs to get working. But considering its condition, I think I'd be surprised if the battery was still functioning, you know? Okay, good. Little optical illusion kind of made it look like that, was it a diode or a capacitor? I think it's a capacitor. Just made it look like it was moving. It's not though. We're good. Now I need to hit it with the ISO. All right, let me grab some Q-tips. I'm gonna just bring the box over. Okay. So this board, and then I think I'm gonna save the keys for another day. I think the keys, and once I get under there, I can get to this baseboard for the bottom as well. I think that'll be the next like big clean. I think that'll make a big difference. But for now, I think I want to focus on the boards because I can dry it out for a day. And before I move on to taking the keys out and everything next time I get to this, we can test it out and see if maybe it's working a little better than before, because it's basically non-functional as it stands. The only excuse me, the only button that had any sort of response was the LFO trigger, and that one didn't even fully work. But that does tell me that the PSU, the power supply unit, is at least partially working. And it's not totally cooked, so we still have a chance that this might come back to life from a good clean, which would be so nice. So nice. Is this a mod chip? Feels like this little blue dude. Let me see something. Okay. JX3P MIDI mod. Here's the instructions for doing it. I just want to see. Okay, this is the Tontech one. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking. Yo, this might be modded. Hold on. Does this say a brand on it? It doesn't. But the blue wire going here like that is, I think, specifically part of this mod. So this might have an upgraded MIDI already, which would be so sick. Because again, that lets you that'll let me update the patches that I have saved without needing to buy the programmer, which is like expensive. If I I mean, I do kind of eventually one day want to get the programmer because I like turning knobs. I'm not gonna lie, but I get a sense that I don't need it, because if this really is modded the way I think it is, then I can simply plug it into my computer and update the patches that way and get any patch I want. Which, good God, that would make this even a more incredible find than it already is. Because I already can't believe that I got this thing and found it just laying there, free to be mine. Now you're gonna tell me it has the upgraded MIDI mod so that I don't need the controller to get the most out of it. Like, come on. Okay. I'm really just trying to get like all the contacts, and make sure that those are all clean. because I feel like if anything's causing issues, it's probably that. And that's the easiest fix to make, is just make sure that everything is clean and happy, and that will hopefully make things work. God, I'm gonna lose it if this thing just works after getting cleaned. And that's also why I'm doing everything except the keyboard today, because the keyboard seems functional. There might be dead keys, but I can't tell yet until we get some other components running. But I'm hopeful that the keyboard is just a little aesthetically beat up and fully functional. Because again, if that's the case, then once this is clean, we might just have a fully functioning, very nice JPX3. And it all just kind of adds to how unbelievable it is that someone would throw this out. Like, what? People really just throw anything out, I swear to God. We gotta, as a whole society, we really gotta learn to keep our shit and fix things. Throwing everything away sucks. Constantly buying new things sucks. I like repairing things. I think that that's a really fun thing. Like, it kind of becomes like a ship of Theseus over time, right? Where it's not really the original thing you bought. It kind of slowly becomes its own thing and becomes your thing, and you get to bond with it. You know it inside out. You know how to fix it. You could build it from scratch all over again eventually. Like, that shit's so cool to me. You know, I really love kind of having a relationship with gear, especially because like you work with it so much, you learn its little quirks, and I think that that's fun. I think that adds to the experience of creating. You know, I don't think you need the best gear, but oh wow, I don't think you need the best gear, but I do think you need gear that speaks to you, and I think that that's important. Um, what that looks like for you will be different than what it looks like for me or for anyone else. And that's valid. I think that we're all unique and have our own workflows. But I think that like it really is important to have equipment that you're excited to sit down and work with, you know? And I think that's true of all work, not just creative work. I think that investing in your work environment is so important, because if your work environment doesn't inspire you, well, you're probably not going to be getting a lot of like good work done, right? It's my take, at least. And I mean, what is life as an adult if not constantly gaslighting yourself to be excited about what you need to do? It's gonna be so hard to wait to boot this bad boy up, but I will. I will. That is exactly what I will do, because you can't rush good things, you know? As much as you might want to, sometimes you just gotta wait. So I wait for the moment. I'm not allowed. I wanna play football tomorrow with only my best friends, people I like, don't like. I'm not allowed. You're a product guy. I'm a product guy. You're a produce girl. I said, money, 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 money will be spent to the groove that turns you on. That's been stuck in my head since yesterday. I really gotta like all these songs that we get stuck in my head. I don't actually know the lyrics to them. It's a problem. You ever have that happen to you? Like you have a song stuck in your head, but you don't actually know the lyrics, and you just kind of like mumble gibberish every time you sing it. Ooh, let's make products. I'm a product guy. You're a produce girl. I said, money, 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 money will be spent on to the groove. All right. Mm-mm. Bum, bum, ba-dum. There's so many like tight pack components in here. Just want to make sure I get all the dust that's in these little nooks and crannies, you know? 'Cause this fucker is dirty. All right. Yeah, hopefully there's no structural dust. That's the worst, is when you clean something and it makes stuff work less well because the dust was like conducting and keeping the circuit open. That would be unfortunate. Woo. Don't want to do that. All right. Okay, let's see here. Need to get this very bottom of the PCB, and then this board is done for now. I think this will need a second pass or something to really get it where I want it, but I think that'll happen when I get the keys out, you know? Which as of now I'm not currently planning on doing today. That'd be a lot. We've been going at this for a minute. I think I'm gonna need a break in a bit, you know? Do something else with my day after this. But I think this is a good stopping point anyway, you know? We get the boards all cleaned and the bulk of the grind removed. Makes it a little easier for the next time we get in here, you know? Okay. Okay. Some of the component placement in here is a little chaotic. It feels like it's just got, this is on by like one screw right now. If it's easy, I might take this off. Let's see. Oh, there is one screw holding it on. Okay. Let's try that. Just so I can wipe this a little clean. That, I bet, is what that second, that mystery screw I found was. Let me see. Get this out. No, that doesn't look like it. That looks different. Okay, that matches with those, but that doesn't go there. Okay. What's under the keyboard? Dirt! No shocks there. Y'all can't really see this though. Okay. Try to sweep up this dust a little bit so we don't need to use as many tissues, you know? There's so much fucking dirt in here though. Good lord. Honestly, this board is actually in a bit better shape than I expected. I was kind of thinking I might need to replace it down the line, but I think this has got some life left in it with some good cleaning, maybe a fresh coat of paint down the road, you know? I think that we can get this looking nice. Hmm. Oh man, I was literally like not even a week ago, just like wishing I had a good electronics project, and it's incredible that this just fell into my lap like this. It's meant to be. What can I say? You know, some things are just meant to be. This is one of them. Okay, well, that's looking a little bit cleaner. Now, how do we get these keys out? I'm a little tempted to try washing them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like so close to everything being clean, you know? Right, so the spring's gotta go. I remember that. Then, but I smile. Oh, right, this plastic thing has to come off. And this is glued on. That's annoying. I wish they made this thing easier to get to. 'Cause I don't like tearing off things I can't replace. Okay, so we take this off. Let me look into this a little. Let me do a quick Google. I think I'm gonna need to do a little research before I really get into the weeds of cleaning these keys. But I know how to take this apart now, which is the big part of the battle, you know? All right, let me see here. How to disassemble JP3. JPX3, JP3X. Totally blanking now. JX3P. Good lord. My brain is scrambled. Okay, JX3P keys. Unscrew the two screws. Yeah, we got that. Remove the front retainer strip. There's a metal or plastic strip running along the front edge just underneath the keys. Unscrew and remove the strip to allow the keys to be pulled out. Okay. Front retainer strip. Let me see here. JX3P front retainer strip. Okay, I found a video. Oh, I watched this video already, actually. That's funny. Okay. So the springs come out. I guess I'll just have to glue it back down. Try to. All right, this is definitely a project for another day, though, because this is like a whole thing in and of itself. So I think we're gonna close this up for today, and we're gonna call it that. This feels like a good stopping point, frankly. I don't want to get too deep into it, where I'm, you know, making a mess that I can't. Yeah. Okay. So let's put that screw back in. Get the keyboard secured. And I'm pretty sure there's another screw for this, so. No, it's just the one? Really? And then the two on the sides. Huh. Okay. All right. Okay, that feels like it actually might be in. It's not very tight, but yeah, that's in. Okay. It's a straight. Okay. Now these need to go back in here, which means I need these screws. Maybe this should go in first. There we go. So then this goes down here. There we go. Beautiful. In you go, beauty. Lovely. Okay. Now I gotta get the right screws. Ugh. I think it's these ones. Okay. That's back in place. Now we gotta get these bad boys. Okay. Ooh, but I smile. These went in the bottom, didn't they? Yeah, they did the underside. Okay. Wait, that's not right, is it? I'm a product guy. You're a produce girl. I said money, 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 money will be spent. Through the groove that turns you on. Wait a sec. No, these are for the, these are the ones I want. That's, what the fuck? Oh, of the back panel. Right, right. This is the ground. So the where's that? It's inside. I'm pretty confident that these go here. Should have taken better notes. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, this is exactly what I was thinking. Because I'll be able to get to this next time without having to take all these out. So that'll be good. I can just focus on the keyboard next time. And then it'll be fully clean. Plus, we'll have an idea if the boards are, what condition the boards are in once we let this dry and power it back on tomorrow. I think will be when I take another crack at this bad boy. Alright. Oh, you know, I do have a hot glue gun. Maybe I can hot glue the plastic thing in place. I'll need sticks for it, but I like the idea of something that'll be secure, like hot glue, without it being. Oh fuck, are we missing a screw? That's really annoying. Oh, right, maybe that's the one that I found. I like the idea of being able to secure it without it being like impossible to get off again, you know? That's totally what this one is, isn't it? Maybe? Yeah, I think so. I think this is the missing screw. Hell yeah. How did you end up in the side panel? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see. I used the wrong screw for these, so I'm going to swap those with the correct ones real quick, just so I'm not confused when I'm like, where are these screws I need? They're right here. So let's get these back. And then we can finish closing this bad boy up for today. Take the one, replace it. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's where you belong. Tell you what, you leave something made today out through what this thing has been through, that shit is just straight up not gonna work. Okay. Buttons are still a tiny bit sticky, but they click, which they did not before. So that's promising. It's encouraging even, I might say. Oh, there we go. Yeah, C is a little sticky. So I need to get back into that at some point. But they all work. So that is a huge win. Okay, these sliders are still a little sticky though. Might need to replace these bad boys. Oh my god, that's bad. They're probably just rusted out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do about that. Anyway, okay. Now I got these, and I don't remember what they go to. We'll have to see about that. These are probably like the side panels. Actually, I think that's exactly what these are. Okay. I gotta put this one in now. And this is the one with the ground. So that's these. Okay. I've been down with you, you've been down with me. We know this ain't all talk. Oh man. All right. Oh, we got this one to put in still. Jump the gun a bit. Wait, I thought did I not put this one in? I could have swore I put this one in already. What the fuck? Okay. Well, let's get this shit in here. I've been down with you, you've been down with me. We know this ain't all talk. Okay, these are handy little clips. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, that's not supposed to come out. There we go. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Just getting these screws on the bottom, man. Wait. Okay. Yes. Okay. I was using the wrong screws again. Figures. Okay. Come on. Piece of shit. Get in. Okay. So adjust. Seems. I don't know. I may need to replace this board after all. It's pretty rough. Not gonna lie. But that is not a project for today or tomorrow. That is something we can think about way in the future. Man. When this thing is functional. Let's get there. Let's also get this cable not wedged. Man. Being a real pain in the ass right here at the end. I was thinking trying to force this. I knew better. No better. This wasn't the right one. Here we go. Come. There we go. Okay. Now, let's do two things. One, this. It's two. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. I need to put here. Okay. Okay, there we go. You in here. Yes, doing it right makes such a big difference. Who would have thought? Okay. Doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we'll doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we'll feeling alright. Everybody will be dancing and we'll feeling alright. If you do it right, let it go all night. Okay, that's two. Get this third one. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, one more for here. This one we could screw in a little tighter, huh? Okay, maybe not. This screw is being an asshole. Okay, can we get you to sit the way I need you to? Don't cause trouble for me. You fuck. You fuck. You fucking fuck. Okay. Yeah, this board is pretty rotted out. We're gonna have to replace it eventually, I think. But like I said, that is not a problem for today. That is a problem for a different day. Okay. 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 Damn, yeah, this shit's like so rotted out. I don't like it's not even really holding on to anything. Oh man. How about this one? Does this one have any strength? I'm gonna need to find a whole new bottom board for this thing because yeah, this is just rotted. All the holes are shot and everything. There we go. This one's got some structural integrity. There we go. At least one does. Seemingly. Jesus. Dude, that shit's just like rotted out completely. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Anyway. How about you? Hey, this one feels like it's got some yeah, okay. Okay. Two of them have some. At least two? How about three? Are at least three of these not totally rotted out? Okay, okay. So three of these are okay-ish. Well, this one's a little sketch, but better than nothing, I suppose. Let's screw these in. I'm just gonna take these out because these obviously aren't what I need. Oh man. Oh, whoopsies. I think I used the wrong screws for these. Fuck, I hope I didn't. This composite board is so flimsy. I really hope I didn't trash these holes doing that. Seems mostly okay. Hopefully. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, these are way shorter. This makes more sense. There we go. Shit. I hate when I make dumb mistakes like that. Avoidable stuff, you know? It's the worst kind of mistake. I'm a little tired now, I think. I didn't sleep well last night either, so my brain is not at max power. It is hot as shit. Fuck. I'm getting tired. Dropping the fucking screwdriver and everything. Just a few more screws. We're almost there. I think I'm gonna leave the cheeks off for now just because they're a little wet still. Let that dry for a couple more hours and then I'll put them on. Or leave them off for the day. We'll see. They both options kind of make sense, you know? There we go. Shoot. Shoot, is this the right one? Is this what I was supposed to be putting in here? That makes more sense. No. You know what? I think that's right. These ones are for the cheeks. There's 4 of them. Yeah, and 2 per side. Yep. Okay. So. Redo these too. I just can't catch a break today. That's not true. But making some mistakes here at the end that I could have avoided. It's okay. Live and learn. nothing major, so no harm, no foul. Tell you what, I cannot wait to hop into the shower after this. Fuck, where did that screw go? Don't go losing screws at the end here. God damn. God damn. I tore the whole damn thing apart with a losing one. Let's not do it now. Fuck. Okay. Money, 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 money will be spent. To the groove that turns you on. So many screws in this thing. That's much better. Heard a squeak. Wanted to make sure this wasn't doing anything bad, you know? All right. Better. Okay. Need to find where that one screw went. And then we're pretty much there. I just gotta clean up. And then I'm gonna clean myself up. And then I'll be done. I mean, y'all won't watch that, obviously. Bro, I hate the way she just disappear in this carpet. Let's hear dim a damn carpet. Doing some dim a dum shit. All right. Oh. Found it. That shit was buried. I got real lucky finding that. I'm not gonna lie. Right. Last one for now. Like I said, I'm gonna do the cheeks later. Actually, I might not do them at all. Like I said, we'll see. Because I do plan to get back into this maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Woo! Okay. Holy shit. Let me wipe this table down real quick. Clean up after yourself, y'all. All right. And I'll show you what it's looking like, you know? All right. Now, obviously, the cheeks aren't on it yet, again, but here she is in her glory. This is especially, you can tell this is a lot cleaner, and all these buttons click. Finally. Oh, this one? Yeah. They all click. These are still pretty tight. They move, but they definitely need some TLC still, or replacing. TBD. Yeah, anyway. It's looking good. I'm pretty happy with this progress. We gotta get into these keys and clean them up, take it all apart, but that's a whole thing in and of itself. So that is not a project for today. Oh man. Hope y'all enjoyed hanging out, watching me tear this synthesizer down, clean it up, and hopefully give it a little bit of new life, you know? I appreciate y'all so much for spending some time with me. I hope you had fun. Maybe you learned something. But I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I will see y'all tomorrow for some more fun. Until next time, peace.
I've been waiting, anticipated. This could finally be the end. Life's degrading, hope is fading. I could really use a friend. Remember when we got way too drunk? We said this is too fun, we can never go back to that. I miss the nights when I could feel young, thinking I was so strong. Now my light is faded like an old tap. Someone tell me this is not the best we're gonna get. 'Cause I can't keep on living life with nothing but regret. This life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time earning someone else's dollars and dimes. When you do not wake up, you'll finally know peace. When you do not wake up, you'll finally know peace. This life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time earning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't want to waste my time earning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't want to waste my time earning someone else's dollars and dimes.